Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Jakarta Tech Talk. My name is Serena, and joining us today is Maximilian Arruda, who will be presenting on the topic of simplifying NoSQL database integration with Jakarta NoSQL, a hands-on approach. If you have any questions for Maximilian as we move through today's presentation, feel free to ask them in the chat or use the Ask a Questions tab. Without any further delay, over to you.
Oh, thanks, Arena. So first of all, last thank to everyone to Jakarta for having me. I'd like to thank everyone that's watching us. So if you want to chat, so please tell me where are you from. It's very interesting to see the people on the chat. I don't know if I'm seeing that thing right now, but that's great. Okay, everyone, so let's get started my presentation. What we're gonna talking about? So we're gonna talking about how to simplify the NoSQL database integration by using Jakarta NoSQL. That is a specification that intends to help developers to get the life easier when they need to handle with many kind of NoSQL solutions. Oh, look, Martin Stefanko. Oh, Martin. It's nice to see you here, man. It's very nice. Okay, great. So let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead. Okay, so the first thing that I'd like to talk about is it's good to get the NoSQL overview because sometimes I hope that most of you guys got a background knowledge about NoSQL utilization in your application. But when we are, yeah, yeah, when we, oh great Martin, I've just seen your message. Yeah, it was amazing to meet you and GeekCon, and tomorrow you'll be you'll be another talk that we do in Java. But that's okay. Let me go back. So in order to talking about why you need to simplify the integration. First of all, I think that's interesting to talk about to do overview about NoSQL. Okay, so for NoSQL, it's a concept that's very hard to define, but for someone's NoSQL stands for no only SQL. For another ones, it stands for not relational one. So it's a technology that don't follow the relationship, the relational database structure. But in effect, NoSQL is different than relational database because they use a specific data structure to solve problems. Today, we know that in the cloud area, many vendors around the world trying to solve this persistence problems that we need to handle when we are work with huge database, huge data in our applications. We know that NoSQL provide us a couple benefits. For example, partitioning, and of course, there is a eventual consistency. But also it provides us availability, so you can continue handle a huge throughput, and we can handle those things in our side. But when I talk about NoSQL, I'm not talking about new NoSQL, new SQL that is time series database. I'm just talking about NoSQL that covers four families today. So we got documents, key value, white column, and graphs. Okay. So I'd like to show you is that there are many vendors that provides NoSQL solutions. Let's walking through in order to realize the vendors. Okay, so for key value as Java developers, we can see that's pretty similar to a hash map or something like that when we are storing data based on its ID. So we put ID and put a value just like that. Most of the application that works the use this kind of structure is focused on a cache or real time application, so on, because it's very quickly and retrieve and store that information on this database. Today we got Redis, we got DynamoDB, we got Memcache, Hazelcast, and among others. And the one disclaimer here, guys, because many providers used to improve their products to to accept many kind of ways to store data. For example, DynamoDB right here supports to work with as key value database, but also supports document database. So you see many providers trying to reach out, provide more features in their products in order to reach out more markets. So that's that's very interesting to see. Of course, for us, it's good because we got more tools in our shield, but also there are a lot of solutions you need to handle it. And when we are in the cloud, sometimes we need to switch between the solutions because in the cloud we are always looking for the cheaper solution, the cheaper service because we pay as we use. Am I right? So that's the reason why we tend to find out cheaper services and so on. But for white column, we got Cassandra, we got ScalaDB, Azure Cosmos DB, HBase, and among others. As you can see, many vendors that covers this kind of NoSQL database. Okay, it's very interesting. Oh, Michael is here as well. Oh, hi, Michael. Oh, it's so good to see you here. Yeah, amazing. Antoneta from Montreal, Canada. Okay, amazing. Okay, so talking about many kind of solutions in white column database, NoSQL solution, we can see that many vendors are here. Okay, for documents, that's pretty looks like aggregate. If you are following driver development, domain driver development from Eric Evans, you can realize that it's pretty similar to aggregate that you create a data focus on a specific tree structure. Okay, it's very interesting one. We cannot talk about document without talking about MongoDB. So we know that MongoDB is very famous one document NoSQL database in the world. So, but we also have another vendors, another providers. We got Couchbase, Elastic, Oracle, NoSQL, and among others. So as you can see, many providers, and they could be using in our application. Okay. Okay, and the graphs, if you have been used social media, we are used to use social media and so on. Probably you are using graph database, graph NoSQL database behind our scenes. And we got NoSQL, Neo4j, NoSQL database. We got ArangoDB, we got OrangeDB, we got Genus Graph, among other solutions, graph database, NoSQL solutions in the market. What I'd like to say, guys, is that many vendors to solve problems that we used to use in the cloud era. So, but how to deal with in our side, okay? And today, there are over 108 no relational database in the market today, according to this website. So if you are interested to see the engines, the database engines, go to this website. You see many other solutions there. And what I'd like to show you is many solutions, many NoSQL solutions. And when we are working in our application, we need to decide what kind of solution we work. Am I right? And also, sometimes we need to decide what kind of provider we need to use. But we got a drawback because if we couple it with a specific API, it will be a big problem if we would like to switch between the vendors. It's very hard to work with that. Am I right? But when we are talking about many vendors, especially in the persistence layer in the Java land, the first thing that comes on our mind is the relational database. It's a success case in Java. We know that today we got also many relational database solutions. So we got Oracle, Postgres, and SQL, as Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, IBM DB2, and among others. So it's pretty similar that we have on NoSQL database. We got many providers. Of course, relational database following a specific structure. On the Java have been created the Java database connector, so JDBC. So in the beginning of Java, it will use it. And but when we are talking about a pattern way or well-defined API to handle with persistence, JPA, Jakarta persistence, is something that comes to our mind because it's a success case. Am I right? And what it is a Jakarta persistence? It's a it's a standardized, well-defined API to work with the relational database. Okay, it's a very interesting, and we as Java developers, software developer, we need to, of course, we learn from failures and failure case and so on, but also we need to learn from the success case as well, and that's the reason why I'd like to bring that. And this is the question: would it be interesting to have a similar API to work with NoSQL? This is a good question. I think so, because when we are thinking about persistence, especially in NoSQL persistence, there is no pattern, am I right? There's nothing. You need to create it by yourself. Okay, we could decide to work with a specific framework, and okay, you use that, but a framework is supported by a specific company or a specific developer group, and it's very hard to define to choose a specific framework. But that's the reason why specification is something interesting because we could have more implementations behind the scenes. As Jakarta persistence, we got Hibernate, but we also could use Eclipse Link and another vendors as CDI. CDI is a good specification, and we have the reference implementation that is Weld, but we also can use another ones and so on. So that's the reason why it's very interesting to focus on Jakarta specifications. But when we are talking about specifications, Jakarta specifications, there's something that comes to mind is the Eclipse Foundation, because Eclipse Foundation today holds the Jakarta persistence, Jakarta EE specifications. Today, we know that we have Jakarta persistence specification, and the leaders of the specifications, the Jakarta, decide to create two another specifications to handle with persistence in the easiest way and with NoSQL and also NoSQL database. Though, so they have been created Jakarta NoSQL and Jakarta data. But remember, the specification without implementation doesn't make sense. It's a bunch of rules that some API should be behaves. Without implementation, doesn't make sense to have a specification. That's the reason why on Eclipse Foundation create a reference implementation for both ones. Is Eclipse JNoSQL. Eclipse JNoSQL intends to implement to be a reference implementation for NoSQL and Jakarta data specification. And the interesting thing is interesting thing to talking about is Jakarta data. Jakarta data is a specification that was promoted to Jakarta EE 11 that will be released next year. So I'm very excited because both ones are led by Otavio Santana and more friends. So it's very interesting to talking about that. And that's it. Let's go ahead. But when we are talking about Jakarta NoSQL, what we can use? Okay, Jakarta NoSQL provide for cover only three families from NoSQL: document, key value, and column family, or white column. Okay, but the specification Jakarta NoSQL doesn't cover graphs database. But Eclipse NoSQL provide this by using Apache Pop. So if you would like to use a kind of API that provide you ways to use with multiple graph database, I recommend to use Eclipse NoSQL. So behind the scenes, what's happening is pretty similar that happens with Hibernate or JPA. We got annotation, so we get your class, you put the annotation, it passed by mapping process, and the implementation care about the communication layer, and the communication layer will decide how to talking to each kind of NoSQL database behind the scenes. Okay, it's pretty similar that we got with dialects in the Hibernate. So how you decide which kind of dialect we need to use because I'm use Postgres. I need to use the dialect that dedicate to Postgres. It's pretty similar like that. Okay, but also talking about Jakarta data, what it is Jakarta data? Jakarta data is a specification that intends to bring the code near to the business instead of to bring to the near to the database syntax or database semantics. So instead of to create a data access layer that we used to do, okay, we can create an interface, naming the classes, naming the methods that fits with the business. And when developer developed something for the business, ubiquitous language is needed. That's the reason why Jakarta data intends to be. So when we develop use Jakarta data, we don't care about the technology that's happening behind those scenes. We just create an API, passing the entity to there, and we hope that everything will be stored in a good way. Today, in the next year, the feature that will be released, it's repository. It's a repository. It's pretty similar to Eric Evans' domain drive development domain drive development pattern. So just focus on repository. The idea is to be able to connect with JPA, NoSQL, REST, or any kind of data source behind those things. This is the idea of this specification. Okay. Today, Eclipse NoSQL provide supports about 30 NoSQL database in the market. It's very interesting because it's open source. Okay, so if you want to see which kind of NoSQL database that JNoSQL supports, go to the jnosql.org. You'll be able to see the database that Eclipse are ready to go. Okay, and but what is the motivation about those implementation? What it is the motivation? Remember, many developers, many providers, many APIs, more load, cognitive load to handle with. Developers need to understand how to work. You need to master the API and so on. You need to many problems needs to be handled with. As we can see on this screen, there are 4 vendors right here doing the same thing: create a document and storing on property in this document. It's pretty the same. Both ones are focused on document storage. Okay, but when we are creating our application as developer, a good practice is to create a kind of layer in order to how can I say, isolate the technical stuff. Because remember, if we switch from the database, we need to re-implement everything. It's a crazy thing. Am I right? And today in the cloud, when we are looking for find cheaper services, we need to be able to switch the database without changing code because it takes time. Means money, and it's very hard. So why we need to do this? NoSQL intends to bring a canonical API, a canonical interface that you can do the same thing only one only way, and delegate the behavior, delegate the storage for the implementation. So we can use this API doing the same thing, create a document, adding the attribute, and delegate to NoSQL to be stored. So NoSQL will handle how to store in ORMDB, RMDB, MongoDB, and Couchbase. It's very it's very interesting. Max, but what I'm saying is it's the API, but it's not it's not like Jakarta persistence. Am I right? I'd like to create a class, a POJ, a play old Java object, and annotate using my ARM or ARM stuff like that. What? It's not possible. Yes, it's possible. This is the Jakarta NoSQL stands for. So we can create our class, annotate our entity, use the NoSQL, Jakarta NoSQL annotations, saying what is the ID that we intend to be the ID, what columns need to be stored, and so on. And the implementation, as NoSQL will care about the storage process. It will serialize and so on, depends on the vendor. Okay, that's the thing that NoSQL intends for. And now, guys, what I'd like like to see you. Oh, look on the chat, I can see Karina. Karina, oh, it's nice to see you here. So nice. Okay, so right now, Max, you you said a lot of things, but I'd like to see something running because we are developer. We love to see code. We love to see live code. We love to see the present falls in a tricks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead. Uh, what we did. This talk was created with my friend Gabriel, and we have created on a game. It's a rock paper scissors game. So as you know, Jano Paul. So we will play this game right now in order to because you need to help me during the along the presentation because the game will be stored in our NoSQL and we can see those things works behind the scenes. Okay, but before to go to the live code, let me explain a little bit the architecture of the application because when you want to see the code, you will be able to run this one by your side. The codes are stored in GitHub. I will be able to share with you on the end of the session, okay? But the general architecture works like that. I'm using Jakarta E or market profile specification. Today, JNoPo game is a search that's running in a sandbox OpenShift right now. And it will be the interface that we will play with, okay? Yeah, and we will play the game, have fun, and so on. On my side, right here, we will have an application called JNoPod Talk. That is a Jakarta persistence, Jakarta E application as well. Right now, we will use Open Library implementation to run our application, and we got some NoSQL database in my machine right now. In our first sample, in our first playoffs, we will use MongoDB, but we will do two uh, two two playoffs. The first one with using MongoDB, but the second one we will change our application to installing Couchbase, but we will just change the configuration our application will still the same because NoSQL tends to use configuration over conversion. So we don't need to care about the code because the code is ready to talk with any kind of document database, NoSQL. So let's do this. Our application will connect with the NoSQL game by using another specification, Jakarta specification, Jakarta WebSocket. It will listen the events of the game and will store using Jakarta data. We will store on database NoSQL. Okay. If you don't know what kind of game that I'm talking about, let me explain how those things work. The game, Geno game, a Geno game, you'll be waiting for the players. Player B will comes. You say to the game, "Oh, I'm ready to play." The game, you say, "Okay," waiting the opponent. Opponent B comes, asking to game. Geno games, you manage the connection, asking to both sides to what is the movements. Each one will provide the information. Game, you will decide, okay, who is the winner, who is the loser. If it's a draw game, whatever, it can happen. And our side, we got a component called Genopo Catcher that will listen the events from the game, and it will be responsible to store data on our side. Okay? So very interesting. I think that it's enough to get started to work with. Okay. So that's it, guys. So I invite you guys to scan this QR code and let's play a little bit and have fun, please. Let me win, huh? Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead. My God. Oh, before to get started, let me just to make sure that everything is working because I don't know if I did, if I put everything. Hold on, please. Let me start up the application because I need to store everything, am I right? Okay. Amazing. So everything is getting started. I'm ramp up the Open Liberty application. Based on that, let me listen the logs file, the log information. Okay. I think when we see a log right here saying connect OK, it means that my application is connected to my game, our game. I think everything will be in a good shape. Come on, machine. Don't text me today. Okay. Okay, it was updated. Okay, connection. Okay, okay, guys. So let's play the game. Okay, let's play the game. Oh my God. Let's see the people in the chat. I want to see the people have fun. And also, let's see who is the best in this game. Okay, I'm enter right now. Max. Okay. Oh, Antonietta is here. Let's see. Oh, I'm win. Let's try again. Okay, who is the next one? Who is the next one? Oh, Antonietta again. Let's see how it's tied match. Oh my God. Let's play again. Oh, Tanya. Oh, tied. Oh my God. Let's play again. We need to see the people. Okay. Akeni is my opponent today. Oh, I win. Amazing. Oh, let me see. How many time do you have? Oh, for my 5 minutes, okay? Don't care about that. Okay. Oh, Mike, you is my opening. Oh, I lose it. It's amazing. Okay. One more time. Serena. I'm playing against Serena. Okay, Serena, you win. You got credit because I sometimes I borrow her. Amazing. Okay, one. Oh, Neil is here. Oh, Neil. Oh, I losing again. Oh, I think that I will. I think that I will be the winner of the losers. I think so. What a great talk. Learn and have fun same time. Yeah, yeah, that's the idea. Okay, let me switch the code and may show you what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, you can keeping working, keeping playing, and but in a few minutes I will asking you to stop because we got the new hound, and the new hound we will work with another database. Okay, so let me walking through the code right now. Okay, how can we get started with NoSQL? First of all, what I'd like to add to our application is, first of all, our application needs to be Jakarta or micro profile application. Okay, so and what do we need? We need to add a specific dependence right here. For example, is an implementation of NoSQL that supports MongoDB storage. Okay, this one is this defines that okay, I will use MongoDB in my storage as storage in my application, and we need to define some configurations. NoSQL uses microprofile properties, microprofile config specification. So it allows us to use to use a NoSQL in a cloud native application that follow the 12 factors. So it's very interesting to do this because we can define variable environment variables and put those things in kind of cloud environment. So the configuration that needs to be defined is the database name. So as we are using the document persistence, document NoSQL persistence, we need to use this kind of property, okay? I mean, defined as JNoPol. I don't know, guys, the code is good, so let me know in the chat, the cipher letters and so on. As we can see, we got MongoDB. We define what is the host, what is the user, the password, if it have some kind of authentication and so on. On the code side, what I did, I create an event processor that uses a specific CDI feature that is observable once. So I map this one to observe any kind of event that got this type. And based on that, I just create an entity and I store information in playoff components. The playoff components, it's our repository in my code. Well, Max, why not use repository on the suffix of this component? Well, this is the idea. I'd like to bring the code to the near to the business. So for me, I think playoffs is a good name. So I'm just using this right here. So I just need to use a Jakarta data interface like that, annotate and provide information. What is the entity, the key ID, and Jakarta data offered us carried by method name. So we can use something pretty similar to Spring Data and Micronaut. If you have been using something like that with those frameworks, you can do the same thing right here. Okay. Also, if you want to use carry annotation, you will be able to do this. Eclipse NoSQL provides a specific SQL right here. It's not a real SQL, but it's very similar to SQL command. So you can see that this method will bring everything ever game match where tide is equal true. Okay, we can see the both ones are the same. Okay, just trying to bring the information. Okay, it's not a good name. Okay, it's a big name. It's not a it's something that needs to be improved. But okay, for now, that's we got. Okay, okay, great. But Max, what is the entity? Okay, let me open the entity, and the entity right here, something very interesting that JNO6 supports records as entity. It's very interesting thing because it's not common to see records as entity, but JNO6 supports. So you can just annotate my class. I define what field is the ID, what column I need to be stored. For example, this one is aggregated one, is an embedded one, so I can open this one. Okay. Also, I create a nobody ones because if you see the code, you understand what I did. Okay, because when the game ends at start, I define, okay, no ones, nobody, when nobody wants. Just like that. Okay? Okay, guys. So in order to see the data, let me share it to you the game. Let me share it to you. Okay. Right here, as I mentioned to you, I'm using OpenLibert so I can access some endpoints that have been created so we can see who is the winner, list the winners. So I will list who have been winning during this round. So we can see, oh, many people have been winning, but I'd like to see the rank. This is the important information, all right? So let's see the rank. The rank is here. Let's see who is the winner of the round. Oh, Stefanko, you are the winner. Oh, Mike also is the second place. Oh, I can as well. Okay, great, great, great. It's amazing. It's amazing. And everything is stored on MongoDB right now. We can see right here the information. So information is right here, and we can see that it was stored in the correct way, okay? Great. But Max, you told me that you need to simplify the integration, Max. I'd like to change the database vendor. I'd like to see that thing. I'd like to see that thing works. So let's do this, guys. Let's do this. So in order to do this, let me go back to my code. Okay. Please, come on. Okay, great. So I will stop my application now because I'd like to keep everything in a good shape. Okay, so I will shut down my application. I will define my dependence. So right now I need to put the dependence that covers Couchbase solution. So here it is. So this is, oh my God, this is dependency. Okay, we just adding JNoSQL Couchbase support right now. I just update right here. And we need also define the information right here. So here it is. Oh, Max, look, there's some there are some properties that you have been defined. Yeah, it is because once we got two vendors for a specific database type, we need to define the provider. So right here, for example, I just comment the provider for MongoDB because I don't want to use MongoDB right now. I'd like to use Couchbase DB. Okay, so that's the reason why I configured that thing, just like that. In theory, everything should be worked so fine. let's run everything. Let's see if everything is working so fine. Okay. So once we got it, we can go back right here. I'm on JPO. Okay, great. To make sure that everything is work, I will just create. I will clean and package. I know that I have been I have been faced a lot of problems uh, previously. So let's make sure that everything is working fine. Okay, it's compiling, it's created the war and so on. And Stefanko, I will try to create the same presentation using Quarkus in the future. Okay, we will be able to do that. Fun since I lost everything with my amazing. Okay, so let's run the application. Okay, great. You run. Okay, I will just connect again the tail, the logs. Yeah, because I think, let's see. Okay. Come on, we are streaming, so my machine is sit down. Amazing. So everything is working now, I think. Let's see. Okay. When we see the connection, the log information right here that everything is in good shape, we can go back and play again the next round. It's time to revenge. Am I right, Martin? Time to revenge. Okay, connection's okay. So let's go back to the presentation and let's play again. Let's play again. Let's play again. But right now we are storing the coach base. Okay, so let's do this. Ha! Oh, Mike, it's you now. Let's see if I can defeat you. Oh my God. I think my internet is not working fine right now. No worry. Oh, new is my opening now. Oh, it's tied. I tied with 10. Let's play again. Let's play again. Let's see who is my opponent. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, Stefanko, it's you. Oh, it's tied. Oh, it's come on, guys, come on. Oh, Stefanko again. Oh, we are thinking the same thing, man. You are thinking the same thing. Okay, let's die again. Ha! Ha! I lose. Again. One more. Oh, Stefanko again. Oh my God. You should fight against Mike, not against me. I'm the worst in this game. Antonietta, you are my opponent now. Oh, it's tied. Oh my God. I'm the loser of the tied games. Oh, Pipe, come on here. Oh, I win. Come on, one more time. Oh, again, great. Let's play one more time, please. Antonietta. Oh, one more, please, one more. Oh, I lose. Oh my God. One more time. I don't regret. I'm Brazilian. I'm consistency, and I lose again. Amazing, amazing. Karina, I couldn't fight against you. Where are you, Karina? Where are you? Oh, I lose again. Oh, Martin, Martin, please help me, man, help me to win something, man, please. Oh my God, come on, Mackenzie, no, oh my God, no. Ah, tired. Yeah, secret user. Okay, Karina. Okay, Karina. You got credit with me, okay? I get. Oh, Mike is here. Oh, Mike, I win. Okay, fight again, fight again. Oh, Stefanko again. My God, Stefanko is something. Oh, it's tired. Okay, okay, okay. It's enough for me. I think we. I give up. I give up because, well, I'm not the best one in this game. Okay, I'm not the best one, but that's okay. It's totally free. Let's. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Let me show what's happening behind the scenes. Okay. Let me show. Let me show my cluster. I have been configured code base in my local machine, and we can see that something was stored here. Okay, the data was stored, and I just changed the configuration. Everything is working fine. Let's see the hanking. Let's see the hank. Okay, so I like to refresh the window, and let's see who is the winner of this round. I think Stefanko. Please beat someone. Put in the chat. Who do you think that is the winner? Okay, come on. Let's see. I will try this out. Let's see who is the winner. My God, my God, my God. Stefanko again, Stefanko. Winner 6 time. So he is the first place, he's the champion. Niels is the second one. Mary SS, or I don't know. Maybe this is Karina, I don't know. Let me know. Oh, look, Mike, and so on. But that's the idea that I'd like to show you guys, that you are able to switch the application, the database, just change the configuration. And doing by that, you are able to test any kind of solutions, and it will make your life easier when we are working with NoSQL database. It's pretty similar that we used to do with JPA. We just put the configuration. Of course, it's not 100% of the cases, but it's very interesting to see that we got good time. We got a good dev experience when we work with NoSQL. Okay, and that's it. Let me go back to my presentation because I'm not the champ today, unfortunately. Okay, I step up this this slide, but here is the link source so we can see more information about the project, about the JNoSQL side. You can see this is the branch that the code is stored on the GitHub. I will share this. I will share the presentation at the end of the sessions. Okay. We got the NoSQL repositories. So we got the key, the core, we got the database integrations, we got the extensions. On the extensions, we have a JNoSQL Lite that is a annotation processor that we can avoid reflection, and it will be amazing because we can get performance in the storage. Okay. We got demos as well. If you are interested to see that, we got extensions. Quarkus have a good one. So, Mario, you are here. you can we can talk more about that later. And if you are interested to see how can we get started to contribute with the NoSQL project or any kind of open source project, please follow this playlist, because in this playlist my Gabriel, friend of us, used to help me a lot in this session. Karina had been participate there in one time ago. Am I right? So it's very interesting. Okay, and here is my social media. If you want to talk more with me, please connect with me. If you are interested to talking about open source and so on, and that thing. Okay, I'm very happy to talk to you later on social media and so on. Okay, you can easily find me on Twitter, and I'm you are here. If you're there, feel free to reach me out. Okay. Oh, that's it, guys. That's it.
Thank you so much for the excellent presentation, Maximilian. The interaction, the audience was just going crazy. Feel free to go back in the chat and just see all of the great comments. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Just a quick reminder, if you have any questions, to put them in the Ask a Questions tab or drop them into the chat while we wrap things up. Another reminder is we're looking to book, it's that time of year, 2024 Jakarta Tech Talks. So if you're interested in presenting, feel free to fill out the form that I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And finally, your feedback, any feedback, is always appreciated for this Tech Talk program. So we'd love to hear from you. Just click on the green button that will pop up and let us know how you enjoyed the talk. So let's take a quick look again. Maximilian, let's see here if there's any questions. There's no questions, but again, just take a look at all of the interactions here that happened during the session, and we will see you very soon.